Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network present the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live from Raceland-Worthington High School. Now let's go to the Palace for all the action of the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the Palace on the campus of Raceland-Worthington High School. Welcome into pregame coverage as we move into the semifinals round. And it's the defending 16th Region champion, the Ashland Kittens, 34-4. The Lockhorns with the runners-up out of the 63rd District, Russell, who sit at 27-10. Both teams cruise through their victories in the opening round. And they Lockhorns for the fourth time at this season, the third consecutive season that they've met in the semifinals. Alongside Katie Neltner, I'm James Collier. Happy to have you along with us here. Katie, it's two powerhouses that the only thing you can say is you can guarantee one of the teams in maroon is going to win tonight.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun night of volleyball. I think we've got four teams that are pitted against each other that have high skill, have performed well over the season. So I'm excited to get the night started.
Yeah, you follow this one with Boyd County and Rowan County. It'll be a rematch of a regular season matchup won by the Vikings 3-0, but it was two very tightly contested sets in sets 1 and 2. Rowan pulled away in set 3, but you look at the way that each of the two teams performed here on Monday night, and you would have to say Boyd County looked the better of the two.
The better of the two, yeah. Rowan County ran a lot of offense out of the outside like we talked about. Boyd County pretty much runs it across the net, so that's, I think, going to be the defining factor. So, you know, Rowan County's defense is going to have to come ready to play, make sure that they're running in-system plays and feeding Bellmains out there on the outside to see that they can survive in it.
All right, we'll step out for our first break. We come back, we'll set this one up and get you ready for first serve, our first semifinal of the night. Russell and Ashland as we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates, and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland, family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Welcome.
Back here in Raceland as we get you set for Ashland and Russell, the first semifinals tonight. Katie, let's take a look at this one. You look at the defending 16th region champs in Ashland, and last night a powerful victory over Fleming County. And I wrote in the newspaper, I said they were sponsored by 3M. It was Murphy, Markham and Mertz. It was a little bit of everything that started from the service line, though.
Yeah, absolutely. They had great serves yesterday and a lot of energy. They brought a lot of offense to the game. They were able to keep it in system. Their passes were great. Their sets were on point, and their offense just was able to put it away.
The two middles with Miley Murphy and Elise Markham, one would rotate out, the other one come back in, and it was just instant impact. But those two doing what they did opened up the outsides for Mina Pittman and Olivia Wiley. And when you go pin to pin and you're working the middles like they were, it's a tough pill to swallow.
A lot of teams practice that double block, so when you can get one-on-one at any point in time, especially on those outside swings when you've got big hits like Mina out there and Wiley, as long as you can get them one-on-one, it's pretty much a sure thing that ball's going down.
Something you talked about last night in that second set, Sydney Mertz served 14 consecutive points. She served 10 consecutive to start the third set. And it wasn't that they were aces. She was just getting them in great positions.
That's all that matters when you get in a serve. So I always tell my girls that it's not a ton of skill involved with getting a serve over the net. It's just a little bit of concentration. So being able to get 14 in a row over that net is intense concentration. But on top of that, it's just keeping the ball in play. It's just living, to die another day. So, those unforced errors we always talk about, missed serves are just silly to me.
On the other side of the net in Russell, Brooke Sizemore and Sydney Sizemore, the duo up front, they led the way with 10 and 9 kills respectfully. But you've other got big pieces, and one of the pieces that was J.C. Hall, only hit 7 kills. A quiet night for her, but it was one of those nights that Russell really didn't need everything the way that they typically do on a game like this.
Yeah, like this, they're going to have to be able to run all of that offense in the front row. They're going to have to get J.C. involved in the play, but that's going to start with the pass.
Nina Vordran was another big player. She did a good job from the service line, but she got in on that attack and brought some other energy from those outsides.
She did. I was rewatching the game, and I saw her go up and defend the net, and that's huge. When you can see a player as young as she is to get up and just take that aggression and put it up the net instead of dropping down and doing that defensive posture. She went up and she blocked the net. She defended the net. So I thought that was a huge play from such a young player.
This is the rematch of October 16th. That was the last regular season meeting. Russell was up in that match 2-1, and then Ashland came back 25-16 in set 4, 15-11 in set 5. That was an exact replay of last year's region semifinals. Russell had a 2-1 lead. Ashland won set 4. Russell had set 5 in hand, and Ashland rolled off 4 consecutive to pull away with the region championship. I talked with Jason Clark last night, and one of the things he said about Russell, he said, they've got good hitters, they've got good setters, they're well coached, and we know that everybody's going to bring their best when they come to us, and that's exactly what they expect to see tonight.
I think these two teams, out of all of the teams in the region, are two of the most consistent that we've seen all year.
Casey does a great job with her girls. You see her there in the huddle, and again, it's the pieces of the puzzle that the ones that we've talked about, the Sizemores, the Darnells, the Halls, it's the other pieces that you see that rotate in, and one of those last night was Artist that she was really good when she rotated and went into the service line.
She did well. When you call on some of those younger players and some of those players that don't get as much playing time, as much experience, you expect them to step up, and I think she did that for Russell last night.
How big is a first set win for each one of these teams here this evening?
It's going to set the tone. So, you take that first win right out of the gate, and, you go into the next. What you can't do is you can't get a lead and then let that drop. So one of these teams has to stand out tonight, and they have to step up, and it has to be from point 1.
Is this one of those games you got to ride the wave of the roller coaster? It's going to be one of those crazy nights.
I'd anticipate that. I think that we're going to see some ups and downs from both teams. You're going to see whichever team can dog it out, and that's the one that's going to take the set.
All right, Ashland will be in the whites tonight. Russell in the maroon. Russell will be the home team because they were the top team on that side of the bracket. So once you get into the semifinals, it's no longer about district winners or runners-up. It's about the top team of the bracket. So Ashland will wear the white tonight as the visitors on the scoreboard. All right, we're going to step out for a break for the national anthem. We'll come back and meet our teams and get you ready for first serve. Ashland and Russell semifinals action next on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni at 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods. Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads, all in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data. Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit Vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Welcome into tonight's coverage of 16th Region Volleyball. Alongside Katie Neltner, I'm James Carr. You're happy to have you along with us here. First time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. We'll alert you to your mobile device each time we put out new material. All right, let's meet our visitors on the scoreboard, the Ashland Kittens.
Number 1, Molly Murphy. Number 4, Melanie Kelly. Number 5, Olivia Wiley. Number 7, Sophie Phillips. Number 8, Jocelyn King. Number 9, Caroline Loman. Number 10, Elise Martin. Number 11, Emma Martin. Number 12, Ella Martin. Number 15, Lena Pittman. Number 16, Aniston Mertz. Number 17, Sydney Mertz. Number 23, Carly Sperry. Number 24, Lauren Steele. And number 26, Bradley Garrett. Now for the home team, the Russell Lady Red Devils. Number 1, Mallory Wells. Number 2, Riley Little. Number 4, Brooke Holly. Number 6, Katie Wilson. Number 7, J.C. Hall. Number 8, Kennedy Darnell. Number 10, Harper Music. Number 12, Brooklyn Sizemore. Number 14, Sydney Sizemore. Number 17, Addison Bates. Number 18, Nina Gordon. Number 21, Brandon Kraft. Number 24, Abigail Artis. Number 30, Phoebe Bates. And number 34, Bobby Brown. Officials for tonight are
All right, our officials for this evening's first matchup, Bill Renzi is our R1, Dave Anderson R2, Kenny Robert, and Kevin Richardson are line judges.
Solid lineup of officials.
We've had a good officiating crew here all week long, and that's one thing that I will say is that we are really lucky to have the officials that we get night in and night out throughout the 16th. We bicker at them sometimes, and then you go away from here and you're like, okay,
Absolutely.
maybe it's not quite as bad as I thought it was. Again, first of 2 games this evening. Rowan County and Boyd County will follow. They were supposed to have been the opening game tonight, but because Rowan County in that top half of the bracket was 6 o'clock first start, no way they could get here by that time, so we flipped so the games did not get delayed tonight. Now, tomorrow night we'll play at 7 o'clock. Our pregame coverage will begin at 6:45. And the entry for tomorrow night's game, if you come out to watch the game, bring 7 canned goods, and we're going to donate that to local food pantries in Boyd and Greenup counties around this time of year. So $7 or 7 canned food goods, and come in and watch a great volleyball game here tomorrow night.
And I've had the question asked, is it just canned goods? And the answer is no. If you want to bring any non-perishable.
Yeah, anything you can bring, we'll take. Our Brooklyn Holly will be in the white libero jersey for Russell. Carly Sperry in the maroon libero jersey for Ashland. Russell will start things off. It'll be Sydney Sizemore to put us underway. Off we go. Semifinals in action. Russell quickly jumps into system. Here's Hall out of the back line, though. 1-0 Ashland. And Sydney Mertz had a heck of a game here last night from the service line. Nice ball up by Russell.
You can see the nerve showing.
And Murphy bends that one wide. We're even at 1.
This is one of those things, we got to get 4 or 5 points in, and everyone just
gets that collective sigh right there.
Absolutely.
Now, if you get a ball game that goes nip and tuck through this first set, how much does those nerves continue to build?
You know, I think at some point in time, you got to be able to just bite them and move on and just settle back into your own game and realize that it's going to be a dogfight. And to do that, you've got to play fundamental ball.
Both teams trying to scramble to get in position here. Here's Sizemore on a touch. Mina Pittman with a diving save. A joust at the net. Picked out of the net by Lohman.
Good spot on that roll.
Backside, too stiff. We've had 3 attacks, and all of them have gone out of bounds.
Russell's got to get back for that full approach and be able to swing through.
Look there, Jason Clark pacing that sideline. He'll wear a spot up and down that floor all night long. J.C. Hall with a big swing. Lohman digs it up.
Both teams doing a great job of moving that ball across the net.
Murphy bends it wide. We're even at 2. 2 attacks, 2 errors. Both ways.
The offense just has to find a groove on both sides.
So now Abigail Artis, the sophomore, rotates in as J.C. Hall goes to the sideline. Deep service, too stiff.
Smart play by Carly Sperry.
That's one of those 50-50 balls. You're kind of looking, and you have to finally make a decision and hope that it falls the right way, and it did.
You know, as long as they hit that line, you're pretty much in a good position to call it out.
Murphy to the service line. Markham is in up front now. Darnell with a laser beam and puts that one down for the first point from a swing. And we're even at 3. She's a piece that I think has to get going early and often in this game.
I agree. I think these crowds are going to play a large part in it as well, as long as they can feed off that energy.
Kennedy, a kid that just even kills. She just goes and does. Markham punches that one across. Sizemore on a touch, blocked away. Holly picks it up. Deep push.
That's one thing that these teams aren't going to leave open is that little spot over the block. These girls are going to have to swing.
Big swing by Darnell. Sperry out of the back row. Wiley connects. Great rally there. And Ashland capitalizes. They jump out 4-3. And we've talked about that all week, that deep corner, and we've seen it here. Both teams have tried to go to it. Both teams have had it defended with the libero. Caroline Lohman, a great service. Sizemore brings it near side. Markham goes up. It's dug by Sizemore. Back to Sydney Sizemore. And Wiley with her second kill.
The one thing you cannot do on either side of the net tonight is dig a hole.
Wiley with 7 kills last night. She had 12 kills when these two teams played in that last matchup on the 16th. 3 players in double figures that night for Ashland. Mina Pittman and Murphy had 14 each. Soft little touch at the net.
It's not going to work tonight.
Wiley for another. Got a swing, and it does. Sydney Sizemore capitalizes on her first big hit of the night.
That's the one thing that they want to do is they want to swing and you want to make a move. And, you know, once we get those defense caught out of position, then maybe we got that touch. But right now it's just got to be a game of swings.
There's Brooklyn Hawley, the senior libero. Wiley down the line. Great point, back corner. Her third kill of the match.
Typically the teams that are playing the perimeter defense that you see, you're going to leave those deep corners open. So the 1 and the 5, as long as it's not straight to the defender, are typically a point.
Ordran up front, brings it across. Markham on a touch.
Both offenses are a little bit out of system. Those sets seem to be just a tad bit low.
Sizemore, soft touch, Pittman's right there. Great rally here on this one. Ordran, back row, Wiley runs it down. Darnell on a touch.
Someone's got to swing on the ball.
What a rally. Artist plays it back up front. Back set to Vordran. Wiley dives, but Vordran puts it down for the point. That's what you expect to see between these two all night long. And on the other side of that, Boyd County and Round County are saying, go for it. Use as much time, take your time.
25, 27, 5 sets all night.
Yeah, we've played 3-game matches all week. Just take your time. We're in no hurry. Markham with a big swing.
Holly in great position there.
Pittman blocked at the net. That was Hall who's back in. Now Markham. Soft touch.
I think those passes in the back by Kennedy are maybe a prolonged contact that they should be calling.
Great dig by her on that back row. Here's Markham and a bad set at the net. We're even at 6.
Left a little bit too early on that.
You could see tonight Ashland's crispness at the net's just simply not there.
You know, when you've got a defender up there like J.C. Hall and you've got the other pieces at the net, you know, sometimes you rear back, you get a little worried to swing.
Kennedy Darnell puts it in play. Mina Pittman lets one fly. Right there's Holly. J.C. Hall in a joust at the net.
I think the offenses need a little more communication.
Hall blocked at the net by Markham. Russell digs it out of the net. We play on. And a big block that time. Markham turned away by J.C. Hall. Russell takes the lead 7-6.
You know, that's the effort they're going to have to give every single night.
The ball being plucked out of the net was phenomenal to keep that one alive.
Sometimes you try and fight that net and they don't realize if they just drop that butt down, they can dig it out.
Here's Pittman. Down the line, out of bounds.
Smart watch by Sizemore.
And that's one of the balls that Mina does such a great job with, of coming down that line from the right side.
Well, she anticipated that there was going to be a dig there, so she tried to just tweak it just a little bit, and unfortunately it just went out.
2-point lead for the Red Devils. And
back row attack.
So a 3-point lead for Russell.
This is where Ashland just needs to take a breath, set back down, play fundamental ball.
How much further could this get away before you get a quick timeout here?
I'd give him one more point.
Yeah. Pittman blocked at the net, fired back up. Hall turned that one away. Markham returns the favor. Big answer by the Kittens from Elise Markham. We talked about the play at the net. Miley Murphy, 86 blocks on the season. Markham with 62. Hall's in between them at 77. And Murphy touches that one out of bounds. Tried to just play it down softly and bent it wide. So an unforced error, something we talk about a lot, Katie. Unforced errors in this magnitude of a game are just so big.
They give me nightmares. Wake up in a cold sweat over them.
Fordran blocked at the net by Murphy.
Good defense by Sizemore.
Sperry plays it back up front. Here's Murphy, near side Sizemore. And Fordran off balance into the net.
Seems like both offensive lines right now are just a little bit finicky. They got to settle down. They got to get back full approach. We're leaving early. We're not making solid contact. They got to settle down.
And nice job there by Murphy to get her first point down of the ball game. Just a ball that's just left floating at the net, just taps it straight downward. And Ashland's within one.
That's when you've got that big defensive play at the net, you've got to make sure that those passes are not on it.
And a big swing there by J.C. Hall off the hands of Murphy. And I think that's big for the psyche of J.C. is to challenge the middle.
You know, anytime you can tool that block, you're going to have to swing, and you're going to have to swing hard, and you're going to have to be confident that your teammates are there and they're covering the ball.
Ina Fordran, good service. Go with a slide, and Murphy from the opposite hammers that one home.
She loves doing that slide. She's very talented at it, but just pretty predictable. She always goes to that 5. So if they could get that block up and then cover that 5 corner.
And now Mina Pittman. And a big swing at the net. That's from Kaylee Wilson. And that's that part I talked about in pregame. When you can steal 3 or 4 points from players that you're not expecting in that rotation, right there is one of those.
That's where you have to buy them back there, you know. Keep this game a 2-3 point lead, and you're in a comfortable position.
Now Artis. Wiley down the line and found that opening in the back corner.
That's another one that Russell's going to have to read quick. She likes to do that.
So down to 1. And now Miley Murphy. Off the hand into the net. The service error. First of the game for Ashland. 13-11, Russell. And Brooklyn Sizemore. There's Markham, blocked at the net by Darnell. And a big block at the net, Markham, as Sizemore's attack is sent backward. Had the double there. It was also Olivia Wiley that was with her. 13-12. As Caroline Lohman puts it in play. And we're even at 13.
Just little things on that serve receive. They've got to settle down.
Good service.
She fixed it that time.
Good job by Lohman picking that one from the back corner.
Artis is in a great position tonight defensively.
Darnell attacks Markham at the net and gets turned away. And Ashland regains the lead, 14-13.
These are the types of games that you want to have when you're in the semifinals.
And Sizemore counters back. A little bit off balance, but she may take advantage of what she had there, and it falls right in front of the defense.
I think her timing was just a little bit off. Like, again, the offenses, they're looking a little jittery.
Brooklyn Holly.
Great pass by Merckx.
Nice job by Sizemore to play that one up. Sydney flips it across. Back to Markham. Through the block attempt as she got one-on-one at the net. And Darnell could not play it through. 15-14 Ashland. Great look at it from the net cam there. Darnell on a soft touch, and Markham just flips it right back. 16-14.
Russell's got to get this ball back.
Here comes Pittman. Blocked at the net. She plays it back up. Great hustle by her. Sizemore on a touch. Got a swing there. Markham lets it go. And it's the three-point Ashland lead. Timeout. Russell. And we've talked about it, Katie. It's one of those things that you cannot leave the middle open without getting a double there.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, one of the things that I think we're struggling with right now on both sides of the net is our offense. They just got to settle down. We're not running like we typically do and typically see out of these teams. We're not getting back to the 10-foot line, and if we are, we're leaving too early on that approach, which is not giving us the opportunity to swing. So both teams just need to take a breath in this timeout, and they need to get that full approach and be able to swing and snap on that ball.
It's something that both teams, I think, have struggled with. The middle has been there for both, but getting that pass to the outside to where they can make those attacks have just not been very crisp.
Yeah, you know, it all starts with the pass. We talked about it last night. If you can't get that pass into that setter's box, you really cut yourself down. So anything, you know, the center of the court, you're cutting off that middle. That gives you the option of the outside or the right side. Depends on where your setter's at in the rotation. So, I mean, it just needs to be just a deep breath, take that defense, and then run offense all the way across the net.
Huge point right here for Russell, trying to respond out of the timeout. Down 3. So Wiley back to work. Big swing into the rafters. Pittman plays it across. Artist back row. Darnell blocked at the net again. Markham with another block. And it's a 4-point Ashland lead. And a bad pass on the other side. And Ashland starting to pull away here in the first. And you can really hear the Ashland fans coming to life again. That one's out of bounds. Second service error by the Kittens here in the frame. So Kennedy Darnell, as Ashland turns over the service. Wiley steps off. And Darnell trying to will her team back down by 4. Again, another pass that was off balance. Sizemore on a touch on the line, put it down. Had the double coming and just lobs it across right on the line. (1916). Good ball by Sizemore. Another touch.
Sizemore outside needs to swing.
Hall will, but sends that one wide. We've seen that a lot here in this first few points of times that she's had the ball on the outside and tried to go with that tip. So Carly Sperry. Here's Hall from the outside, blocked at the net as Murphy turns that one away. And the Ashland lead is 5. And then a service error.
Russell has to capitalize if they want to stay in this first set.
You've got 3 service errors on a team that typically take care of the ball from the service line. So now Sydney Sizemore. And that one's deep. So Ashland 3 points away now from closing things out here in set 1 to grab a 1-0 lead.
Great pass by Brooklyn Holly. Good
deep
spot.
push, yeah. Hall with a big swing. And the answer for Russell. Her second kill of the match.
Darnell's playing great defense back there, getting those balls up so that they can run that offense.
So 9-4 Duran. Big dig on the back row again by Darnell.
Slightly uncontrolled.
And a block at the net as Hall comes to life and turns away at the attack of Murphy. Here comes Russell. Timeout, Ashland. And Katie, you would never think by the two numbers I'm getting ready to tell you that this is a three-point match. Ashland hitting at a 467. Russell on 059.
There's some disparity there. But that goes to show that it doesn't always have to be a swing to get a kill. I mean,
a lot of energy in the building tonight, and that's something that we've not had for much of the tournament. Really good energy that first game against Rowan and Boyd, and then the other games kind of one-sided affairs, but you can feel that the atmosphere here tonight feels like tournament volleyball.
you know, that's what's so hard is trying to manufacture some excitement and some attitude and effort whenever there might be just a little bit less skill on the other side of the net. So when you've got evenly matched teams and you're playing some good volleyball, I mean, it's easy to thrive off of that.
Again, volleyball is such a game of momentum. You have to be able to ride those waves when you get them going your way.
And it's one of those things, you know, good teams even ride the momentum whenever, you know, they're down a couple points. You know, you're able to find that attitude, you're able to bring it back.
All right, out of the timeout we go. Ashland scrambling into their bench. Could be a free ball back to the Red Devils. Got to capitalize here. Down 3. They go back to Hall and sends it out of bounds.
We talked last night, those right-handed middles love the 5, but if their shoulders are just the least bit turned out, you're going to blow it out.
So Mina Pittman. Hall through the double block from the near side for the point.
I don't think Ashland was expecting JC to come from the right.
Now, she's not been there all night. It's been middle or opposite. So now Abigail Artis. 23-20. Ashland leads by 3. And we get Russell into the net. They got that one on Darnell, so it's set point. And Miley Murphy.
Still a lot of work that can be done.
Darnell blocked at the net as Markup turns it away. And Russell falls in set number 1 as Ashland takes a 1-0 lead, 25-20. We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll get you ready for set number 2 with Ashland in front 1-0. We continue our coverage after this on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland. Family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
1-0 Ashland as we welcome you back inside the Palace alongside Katie Neltner. I'm James Collier. Ashland a 467. Russell hits at a negative 100. Markham and Wiley with 4 kills in the match. Hall with 3, Sydney Sizemore with 3. But again, Ashland taking advantage of the middle. They're using their block and finally getting some balls going to the outsides.
You know, as long as they can both settle down, I think defense did well. I think Ashland's serve receive is struggling just a little bit. It's not like we're not reading the balls very quick. But as long as we can get that ball in play, I think both of the offenses should be greased up and ready to go.
All right, Ashland will have the service. They flip sides now on the left side of your screen. We do trade sides here like traditional volleyball at the Palace.
The one thing COVID stole from us.
That's right. I'm so glad to see it come back. J.C. Hall with a big swing is sent back over. Hall tries to put it back up and is turned away by Miley Murphy. What an answer there by Miley Murphy on a ball that was pinballing back across the net. And she beat her to the punch for the big block. Hall fires that one through with an answer. How big is that for a psyche, Katie, when you get blocked and you go right back at the person that got you?
It just shows a little bit of mental toughness there. So to the extent that you're not going to be deterred just because you made an error, that's what you have to have. This is a game of errors, so you can't be perfect. You want to be close to it, but to the extent that you make an error and then you just lay down, you can't have that.
Pittman tries to go in that back corner and bends it wide, so Russell a 2-1 lead. Sydney Sizemore.
Ashland's got to move on those serve receive.
Pittman on a free ball. Sizemore with a big bomb as Brooklyn goes back row. 3-1.
It's a great split on the seam. You never want to hit to the actual zones. You always want to go right in between because that's always when the defenders are going to sit there and question you or me, you or me.
Darnell from that back row again. Russell tosses across. And Pittman gets a big swing into the student section. And that's something with Mina. Sometimes she doesn't get all of it, but she gets the right angle to get the point out of it.
You know, that's what you have to do. So if you can see that defender across the net, which I think Mina has a great view of the court, as long as you can see that defender and go ahead and pull it off that pass, same thing as you do on a block. If you can just get it to hit at that right angle, there's going to be that little bit of a shank.
Here comes Hall. Blocked at the net by Murphy. We play on. Wiley goes down the line. Diving safe far side Sizemore.
Ugh. Those pushovers.
And then Ashland can't get in position, and Russell grabs the point. A lot of contact we see on those. Now Vordran. Back to Wiley. Down the line she goes.
She loves that one.
Diving safe Pittman back line. Here's Murphy up top with a tip.
One of the rare ones that she's going to get this evening. There's just nothing available in front of that 10-foot line right now.
They're going to rotate her out and roll in Sophia Phillips, excuse me, an 8th grader. Going to that service line. And she drops in an ace to even things at 4. And the attack error near side as Kaylee Wilson plays it into the net, and Ashland surges ahead 5-4.
A little bit slow on the timing. You can't ask anything more from Russell's serve receptions right now, though.
Big ball, Wiley, and she's going to get a tip off of it, so she'll get the kill.
It's one of those times Russell needs to take a breath and get back in it.
So a 4-0 run by the Kittens. They've got a 2-point lead. Hall with a big answer. She challenges Markham at the net and wins. JC's 5th kill of the match. She'll step off. Artis is in. 6-5 Kittens. Another ball by Wilson that flies deep. Ashland sides out. And Caroline Lohman. Ashland won set 1, 25-20. Back and forth effort, and then they got things rolling, and Lohman puts in an ace. Her first of the match, Ashland's 2nd, and a 3-point lead. It's a 6-1 run for the Kittens here to open up a 3-point edge. Another great service.
Bringing JC Hall in the pass.
So Artis will step off. Hall will go to the back row. It's a 7-1 Ashland run.
Good sub there. Give Artis just a little bit of a break to recoup.
Wiley back row diving dig there by Hall. And then trying to push it on that back corner with Sizemore and sends it out the back line.
You know, that's what you need to do when you get that sub in. You're hoping that even if a middle hitter is not used to playing that back row, that they'll come in, and JC made a big play there.
A couple of signs there from the Ashland bench area. Or I should say the Ashland fans, because the bench area is on the other side right now, but it was 4-2 Russell, and since then it's an 8-1 run, and it's a 5-point Ashland lead here in the second frame. Again, we talk about so many pivotal points of the match, Katie. There's no secret at this. You cannot fall down 2-0.
Not 2-0, and here we're getting a pretty big deficit here. You know, Russell just needs to recoup. They need to settle down. You know, their passes are on point. We just need to be a little bit smarter on the offense. Aim for those deep corners, make Ashland move. The problem is Ashland's going to move, so it's going to be just an outlast them.
So out of the timeout, back to Caroline Lohman. Russell needs an answer here out of this stoppage.
You know, Ashland just has to put the foot on the gas pedal and just keep going.
And bends that one out of bounds. No, they got it right on the line, right in front of Casey Mullins.
That's one of those things you just don't know how to correct as a coach, because it's literally just scoot up and go for the ball.
There's Darnell, dumps that one across. And a much-needed answer for the Red Devils, as Darnell picks up only her 2nd kill of the match. But that snaps the 9-1 run. And now Brooklyn Sizemore. And that's an ace. Brooklyn had 10 kills in that win over West Carter in the opening round. Off the tape.
Good up by Olivia Wiley.
Sperry from the back row.
Great positioning by Sperry.
Deep push, back corner, put it down. What a ball. Found the defense up, goes back corner and connects. You could not have walked that one over and placed it any better.
Jason Clark having a problem with that call.
There's Wiley down that line. And Markham with the block of the net. Davey Anderson's little boy Brady roving around. Watching Dad down there working tonight. And Darnell with a laser beam as she fires that one down with a little bit of energy with it.
I'm gonna watch the replay. Was she flat-footed? Oh.
And she got a little bit of a hop into it. I said she's a kid that can absolutely jump out of the...
Also, that was a pretty tight angle. I didn't see the jump.
She can jump out of the gym and does it with so little effort.
Great pass over on Ashland. Russell's doing a great job of covering the holes.
And Bordran into the double block there of Pittman and Markham. That's a no-no spot there.
That's one of the things that she'll learn with some experience is when you've got that 6-foot block, you're going to have to do something different than swing into it.
Darnell answers back. She's been the breath of fresh air Russell's needed to keep this one in reach.
You know, Ashland's doing a great job of keeping that at least 3-point lead. In a game like this, every point counts.
Pittman lets it fly. It's blocked at the net. Russell plays it back up. All on a free ball. Blocked at the net. Hall turns that one away.
I'm not sure that one ever even broke the plane.
Pittman with an answer. Her third kill of the match. Mina's another one of those players. Nothing gets her unsettled.
No.
She can hit 5 into the net and she'll swing just as hard on the 6th.
I think they need to get her involved in this offense, start pushing some outside. Great up by Lohman, I believe. Russell caught off guard.
And a big swing by Murphy.
Holly in great position. She just needs to put that platform out instead of bringing those hands up.
4-point Ashland lead, make it 5 on the ace. Sydney Mertz has been a one-woman wrecking machine from the service line. Was phenomenal there last night. A big swing from J.C. Hall to answer back. To get the lead down to 4.
You know, when you give those middle blockers the opportunity to swing from that outside position just because you're staying one in that first rotation, you know, it's amazing what they can do when they have so much room to move.
Pittman off the block and down for the point. They might have heard you talking, Katie. You said they feel like that they need to get her involved, and right there, double block comes, she fires through it, hits it out of bounds.
Mina's one of those explosive players that if you put the ball in her hand, she's going to do something with it.
Her 4th kill of the match. She'll go to the service line. J.C. Hall beats Murphy at the net. Her 7th kill. And at the point where we are, though, right now, Russell can't just trade 1 for 1.
No.
Got to find a little bit of a surge here. Wilson tosses it across. And Miley Murphy connects. her 5th kill. Ashland lead is 5 here in the second. My question is, are you walking him or are he walking you? Ashley and Brady taking their laps here at the Palace tonight. JC Hall climbs up a ladder to get that one and hammers it home for her 8th.
Keeping JC in the serve.
You know, she got rotated back in on that back row for defense and really made a big play, and I think it's one of those things right now you've got to keep her out there.
You know, it's great when they can make momentum plays like that right off the bench.
Wiley on a free ball.
Russell's got to do something with it.
Darnell flips that one across. Sperry chases down in front of the Ashland bench.
Another free ball. Russell has to capitalize.
Back row, too deep. Russell asking for a tip. None given.
I didn't see it.
So 19-14. And Lohman back in as Kelly steps off. Danger zone big time right now for the Red Devils. Darnell with a laser beam down the near side. I think I'd find a way to get her the ball right now, too. She's feeling it here in the second.
You know, when you have girls that are hot, you got to do it. So if she's the one that's scoring points, you just got to feed her until they stuff her.
Right there is kind of the night it's been for Ashland at times. Just every ball that just gets tossed across and needs to fall, it does. 5-point lead, timeout, Russell. Their second timeout of the set. Katie, those numbers we talk about, 15, 18, 21. And it's so important. That's those goals that you hit. But that 21 number, that is one of those that really kind of puts your thumbprint on that set.
It's a hard one to come back from, especially when Russell's sitting at 15. So if you're looking at it, we've got, you know, first 25, we've got one 5 points away, we've got one 10 points away. So that's why you always break it down for your girls in increments. So they need 5 to win, you need 5 to catch up. So this ball has to be Russell's.
Couple of fans in attendance having some fun with the music that's currently being played. Has no idea she's on camera. That's the best part. Good job there by Jacob Hankins down courtside taking care of us tonight. Our executive producer, Nine Straight Collier, our camera operator up top. She's only been halfway fired so far. We're only a set and a half into this match. It's my wife, Felicia Collier. There's always a good chance she gets fired before we get to set 3.
There's always a good chance she walks off, too, and you're going to be doing that.
That's okay. I'll run the camera and call the game. Wouldn't be the first time I've done it.
And the stats?
And the stats. Usually that's when I have to sit one of them down. Back out of the timeout. Darnell, big swing. And Pittman into the net.
Kennedy knew that one was down for a point.
Big answer for Russell. So now Brooklyn Holly, Russell Libero. Boyd and Rowan County up next. Pittman blocked at the net. Flips that one across left-handed. Sizemore on a touch. And Ashland can't play it up. Back-to-back points for the Red Devils out of the stoppage. They've got it down to 3. Bad pass from the back row, and it goes home for a point.
Timeout, Ashland.
I was going to say, it's about time for one to come. So the 3-0 run has the 5-point deficit down to 2. And Ashland burns their first timeout of the set. Russell is hitting in a positive number now. Ashland at 440. Hall with 8 kills, Darnell with 5 for the Red Devils. 5 for Murphy, 5 for Wiley, 4 Markham, 4 Pittman. And that was something I talked about coming in. I said, if Ashland gets their 4 hitters all going tonight, I don't care who they're playing. Nobody's taking them down. And so far, Ashland has done a good job of getting it to every single person that needs to see it at that moment, and they finish for the most part.
You know, good teams have talent spread all the way across the net and in the back row, and good teams recognize that you have to use all of your talent.
I think we were talking today, and you said, I think this was a great way you said it. Ashland doesn't have superstars. They have consistent stars.
Absolutely. You know, people, you have one superstar that stands out. That doesn't mean the team's going to be productive. You know, the teams that I had at Boyd County, there was not one standout. There were 6 or 7 that could show up consistently for the team and for the game, and that's why they were as productive as they were. And that's how Ashland is. They've had 6 or 7 girls that are just consistent, high skill level girls, and they can run the court well.
What a return. Free ball to the back row, and that one falls in. No, it's deep. Oh, wow. No, I was going to say, that's the correct call. Our R1 made that call.
Almost had a riot on our hands.
Nah, I thought so. It was definitely going to go down. So side out Ashland and Carly Sperry.
Ashland has to capitalize here. They just need to run off 4 and get into the 3rd set.
And Darnell mishits that one into the net. (22-18).
She tried last minute to send it to the 1, and when you do anything outside of character, it's typically an error.
And that's a nice ninja kill there by Sydney Sizemore. You get those players up front that can go on 2 like that. It's got to have that 6th sense where they can see the ball and the positioning out of the back of their head. It's so huge.
And that's great. Ashland was on their heels, so it was great for Russell because you pushed it over on the 2. They weren't ready for it.
Pittman blocked back as Sizemore turns that one away. What a block by Sydney Sizemore.
That was strong, but Russell's still in control. Ashland is still in control, so they just need to settle down, get a pass, run offense, and close out the set.
Russell has it down to 2. Kennedy Darnell. She's been huge on that back line defensively as well.
You know, this is just a little mental toughness on Ashland's part. You know, Russell's fighting back, but to the extent that Ashland just needs to step up and play their game.
J.C. Hall connects her 9th of the match. It's down to 1, and the Russell fans coming to life. Nice deep push. Good job, Lohman. Fordran dumps it across. Yeah, that
was a good call.
That was a good call.
That way you never really know what the refs were going to do with that call this year. So, you know, everyone gets comfortable pushing over the net. However, we just order girls, go to the 1. You got to swing on it. 1 arm.
All blocked up. Ball left at the net. And we'll get the error against Russell. So it's set point.
I'm not sure what Russell wanted them to call there.
Hall fires that one through.
Good
Ashland plays it up. Great job by the Kittens. Sperry taking off of her feet, but plays it up. Pippin off the tip. And Ashland takes set number 2, 25-21. Mina Pittman is in the house, her 6th of the night. We had to break on the Isons Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Ashland in front, 2-0. Back after this on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni. At 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads. All in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data. Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit Vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Borders Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
All right, back here at Raceland. Ashland in front 2-0. Alongside Katie Neltner, I'm James Collier. As we head to set number 3. 2 good sets, but Ashland has been just a step better when they've needed it the most. 25-20 in set 1, 25-21 in set 2.
What Ashland has to do is they have to start from this first point. So Russell has served, but Ashland has to get that pass right off the bat, a run, and a definitive offense. Russell, they let him creep back in. Ashland took the set, but they let Russell creep back in. So Ashland needs to set the tone right here.
All right, Russell with the service from the left-hand side of your screen. Off we go. Set 3's underway. Mina Pittman too stiff.
A little bit slow of an offense for her. Still smiling, though.
She goes better when she's at warp speed.
Yeah, she needs that quick offense.
Yes.
That serve receive, it's got to be in front of that 10-foot line. Smart play by Mina.
Diving save, Sperry. Gonna get Ashland into the net.
I missed that one.
What an absolute dive by Sperry on the back row to play that one up.
I need Sizemore to swing out there. Great pass by Wiley.
There's the slide, and down the line it goes. You could see it coming. We've talked about it. It comes, it goes to the same place, but so far tonight, she's gone there 3 times and hit connected all 3.
When they've got Mertz over there in the 2, they usually typically run that.
Back corner, put it home.
Mina thought it was going to go a little bit longer.
Had a top spin on it and got that dive action downward there at the end. Harper Music, her first action of the contest.
Great pass by Sperry.
Left-handed touch there by Pittman. Near side, Murphy off the tape for the point. Her 7th kill of the night.
Russell's defense was caught a little too deep.
Hall plays that one back from the near side stands. What a ball from her.
About took a fan out on her way. Set was a little bit low.
Wiley with a big swing. Went quiet there in the second set. She comes back here with her 6th. All leaving at 3 here in the third. J.C. Hall, a big block right into the hands of Miley Murphy, turned away. Great look there from the net cam. Some of the best money I ever spent. I love that shot.
Don't ask Bill Renzi.
That's okay. I don't care. And Murphy down the pipe. If I worried about all the people that I upset on the day, I'd never go to sleep at night.
I think you forget who you're talking to.
I think that's why we get to get along so well. We're not a yin and yang. We're just yin.
Yeah. Everyone else is the...
Everybody else is the yang. J.C. Hall too stiff.
I'd like to think we're a pretty cool club.
I think so. We've been around each other for better part of, 7, 8 years now.
Pretty close to it.
We've not managed to run each other off yet.
Takes a lot to hurt my feelings. It's a good volley.
Here's Hall. Gets that one past Murphy for the point.
That was a good play. It's not exactly a high ball in the middle, but it's not really a shoot either. So I think Miley just had a little bit of trouble gauging that timing.
Lohman off, Kelly in for Ashland. And now Artist to the service line, down 2. A must-win set for the Red Devils, who trail it 2 games to none here in the match.
Great pass by Wiley.
Sizemore going back corner off the touch. And Murphy fires that one down on a perfect ball at the net. Not many times you leave a ball like that for a middle and it doesn't go down for a point. Murphy's 9th kill of the match.
Both these teams have great offense out of the middle, but they've also been utilizing that outside and their right sides.
Sophie Phillips in for Murphy.
Great pass by Sophie.
Deep push, Sizemore, great read. Somebody tell Dave Anderson, get out of the way. He got our camera shot, how dare he?
He wanted his 5 minutes.
He needs a little bit of 5 minutes, that's for sure. He texted me today, he said, got his new scans back, everything's still clear, everything's great. Excited for this week, and then playoff football coming up.
We're just glad he's back.
Yeah.
You know, last year it was region time. Was it region? Maybe it was late season, and we were playing Boyd County, and we were kind of giving him down the road, Jamie and I, and you could tell he just wasn't quite himself, and it was right about that time I think that we found out. And
yeah.
It all made sense. I think at first I thought Jamie and I hurt his feelings, so I apologized, and he was like, wasn't you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't you.
So we're thankful how far he's come in a year. Great up by Wiley.
Mertz finishes. One of the things tonight, and they've been doing this all season long, but they've got the officials green whistles and their digs for Dave. And,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they had those made last year when Dave came back, and if you notice, all of the officials are having the green whistles, and that's what those are. Great ball in the back line. Artist digs it up. Wiley with a big swing on the tip for the point. 4-point Ashland lead.
Be a great time for a Russell timeout.
It's a have to if you don't get a point here. Crowd really filing in here. Rowan County and Boyd up next.
Great pass by Holly.
Big dig by Brooklyn Sizemore. Back row Lohman. Wiley off balance. There's Darnell blocked at the net. 5-point Ashland lead. Wiley with a big ball and finishes. There's the timeout. 6-point Ashland lead here in the third. Trying to make it straight set wins. And you can see in that set, it kind of seems like Ashland's getting the way they want it to go, and Russell's kind of fading away. There you see our good buddy Dave Anderson. We put him on TV too much. You know, he's got a commercial. He's got a billboard in Ashland. He's probably has he down there signing autographs for people? Can't be signing any autographs. Yeah, there's that whistle. Look at that smile. That smile's made for TV. You know, it was great. So my wife, when she was going through one of her surgeries, she was going through her weight loss process, and we were at the hospital, and she was doing one of those. Well, that was the day that I found out Davey was sick. And that was the day they went in and had all the issues. Ashley, who's one of the liaisons there at King's Daughter, she was working with. There's the whistle. Yeah, digs for Dave.
I didn't know that. I love that.
There you go. So Ashley was keeping me up to date with her, but she was also telling me what was going on with Dave. So I was probably one of the first people that knew about things that was going on. And Dave and I, we've stayed together through this entire process. And I mean, it's just, he's a testament of somebody that just refuses to lay down and quit. He challenged it, and of course, all it takes is that little guy you see running around, that blonde hair. That's all the motivation he ever needs.
Absolutely. Brady goes to the same babysitter as my kids, and so I found out probably a little earlier as well than most. And you know, it's such a tight-knit community. We just knew instantly that we wanted to do something to support him, let him know he wasn't alone. You know, he does so much for everyone else. He's involved in every sport as a ref, and it's a thankless job, and sometimes it's, you know, a job that no one wants to have, but he does it, and he does it with grace. And so we wanted to make sure that he was fully supported in it.
Big swing by Sizemore. Mertz runs that one down from the bench. Deep push, Lohman back up front.
It's a great pass by Caroline Lohman.
And Markham connects. You know, they had a golf scramble for him out at Riverbend earlier this year and in the spring, and there were just so many coaches and people that he's been a part of that was there, and they actually had to turn teams away because they didn't have enough spots to bring everybody out there.
We did that Digs for Davey for him back before season started, and I had only gotten in touch with a couple coaches. It was just going to be like a round-robin thing, and the more the word got out, the more I had teams reach out saying, hey, we want to be involved, and so it just evolved, and you know, it turned into just a donation process and the silent auction. You know, Sarah Clark, Jamie Clark, Boyd County's wife, is phenomenal at planning things and executing fundraisers and silent auctions. And so it was a great event. I think we had 8 or 9 teams from around the area that just came, and then tons of donations. So, yeah, we just wanted to make sure that he was supported in that.
Elise Markham with 3 consecutive kills. That takes her number to 8, and the lead for Ashland is 8. Ball down the line, played out of bounds.
You know, sometimes the call's just not worth fighting.
7-point deficit, Kennedy Darnell. Mina Pittman blocked at the net. Markham plays it up.
Right place, right time.
J.C. Hall finishes. Point by point. Can't get them all back at once.
You know, one of the big problems we see in our defense is sometimes our wings like to get back and they hide behind the block when really they need to get out closer to those sidelines and just buckle down.
Markham with another. She's having a great set here in the third. Her 9th kill for the last 4 points from Ashland has come from her. And the lead is back to 7, excuse me. J.C. Hall fires that one down the line. Aniston Mertz tried to play it up and couldn't do so. Hall's 12th kill of the night. In the 4th meeting these two teams have had this season, Ashland won the first 2 in straight sets, 2-0, 3-0. And in the 3-2 matchup the last time out. And they're rolling here tonight. A 7-point lead in the third. Mina Pittman's 7th kill of the evening. And now Sydney Mertz. Hall with a big booming swing. It's returned all the way back across.
Great up by Sperry.
Diving save by Darnell in the back row.
This is the defense that you have to stay alive.
Pittman wound up and then just gave it a soft toss. Her 8th kill of the night, Mina Pittman coming on strong. And Sizemore into the net on the far side on the attack error. Timeout Russell. Ashland threatening to push the double-digit lead in play for the first time in the match. Ashland hitting at a 5.56 tonight. Russell, a 1.15. Hall leading the way for Russell with 12 kills. Darnell has 6. Ashland evenly across the board. Murphy 9, Markham 9, Wiley and Pittman each with 8.
You know, those are stats of a great team. You know, you look at it and you just evenly distribute. Volleyball is the most team-oriented sport that you can have. So to the extent that 1 or 2 stand out, the team is probably not going to be successful. Whenever you have a multitude of consistent, highly skilled players, that's when the team advances.
And I don't know if that's a better way to put it when you look at those numbers right there, to say consistent stars. It's just send it to the hot hand, and that's what they've done a great job of tonight.
You know, that's what's great. If you look across the teams in the region, the ones that have the 1 or 2 standouts, they're typically at the lower of the pack. So if you've got the big block, but we don't have defense, but when you have a team like Ashland has this year, same thing for Russell. When you have a team that is consistent around the entire rotation, that's what makes a great team, and you have to have that to win these games. So.
And your big players, when you have those pieces that go with them, that's what makes them make that next step forward.
You know, when I had that first state-bound team with Boyd County, none of our girls were state-ranked, but it was because the stats were so evenly spread across all of the players, and there was no infighting, there was no jealousy. It was just they knew what the purpose was, and the purpose was that my stats contribute to the team's wins. So to the extent that Ashland is consistent in every area, you know, that's why they stand a little bit above the rest.
And that's one of those things in today's society. It's such a me society. It's hard to look at those stats and say it's about the team. It's not about me.
You have to be selfless to play this game. It has to be the team is bigger than I.
Great ball there by Murphy. Just finds it back to the net, goes back corner where the defense pulled up. Her 10th kill tonight and the 10-point lead.
Mina's just a consistent force on this team.
Ashland trying to run it down and can't get there.
That was a hustle by Mertz.
I wasn't going to let it drop without an effort, and that's one thing you will not see anything about this Ashland team, and either one of these two teams is the effort is always there. We've seen Mertz earlier running into the bench area, almost got into the stands trying to run one down.
That's the thing, you have to be willing to go for every ball.
Artist floats it across. Off the tip. Wiley with a diving save.
I love good defensive plays.
You know, the ones that they don't go down in the stat books, those sexy plays, but man, they just make the rally so much better when it plays out at the end for a point.
You know, everyone loves the kill, but I was the libero, so anytime someone can get I love coaching defense. I love good defense, and so to see these girls moving and in the right position and getting balls up that, you know, probably should have been down for a point, that's the best part of the game.
Another big one, but too stiff. That one just out of bounds. So down to 7, a little 3-0 surge by Russell. Got to keep clawing. And Ashland's not going to get that one down. Timeout, Ashland. That's one of those, don't take your foot off the accelerator. It's not over.
You know, the craziest thing when I started coaching is that we would be up 5, 6, 7 points, and then we'd let them buy back 2 or 3, and I'd call a timeout. And people would look at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, she's ahead. And I'm like, you want me to wait till we're down a point? We blow an 8-point lead and we're down 1? So this is a great timeout. This is just get in, let's, you know, calm down, take a breath, refocus, and go out and finish what we started.
The last thing you want to do is put yourself into a position to where all of a sudden the surge is coming and you're not ready to take it.
Absolutely. So if you can just stop it before it starts, call that timeout. 10 points ahead. It doesn't matter.
All right, the run has got it down to 6. It's a 4-0 run for Russell, who trailed it by as many as 10 at 21-11. Boyd County and Rowan County up next. About 25 minutes at the conclusion of this game.
Great pass. Sperry is so fun to watch.
A big swing there by Wiley as she takes it off the block attempt and it caroms off the upright. So her 9th kill tonight. And Darnell puts it up, but Wiley's there to dig it up.
Wiley's making some great defensive plays over here in the 4.
Sizemore punches that one across. Nice dig by Holly, far side.
Swing on the ball. That's the thing, swing on the ball. If you get blocked, have your coverage there to clean it up, but you've got to swing on the ball.
And a bad pass by Russell up front, as Ashland's 2 points away from the championship.
That's the one thing you have to give, is that they're swinging. They're swinging.
Darnell uses that offhand. Only play that she had. Artist comes forward, nice job by her. And a big swing by Brooklyn Sizemore near side to connect for the point.
Great up by Wiley. Mina looked like she was struggling for a minute. I got a little concerned.
So Brooklyn Sizemore to the service line. Markham winds up and lets it go. And it's match point for the Kittens as Markham connects on her 10th tonight. Second player in double figures for Ashland. And the Ashland crowd coming to life. Wiley too deep. For Brooklyn Holly. Russell needs 7 consecutive points to keep things going.
Little misjudgment on the back line by Mina.
Darnell with a big swing.
Great
Sperry's there.
Yes, that was a great pass by Carolyn Lohman.
Off the tip, Sperry with a diving save.
Ashland's defense is doing its job.
Darnell with a soft touch near side. We play on. Kennedy's 7th of the evening.
Got to give it to Russell. You know, some teams would just lay down and let it happen. Here,
That's a senior surging the urgency.
you love a team that just will not give it up.
And the ball falls in, and Ashland onto the championship. Straight set winners tonight as they win in set number 3, 25-18. So final numbers quickly for Ashland. They hit it a 490, 5 aces, 3 service errors, 10 kills for Murphy and Markham. Wiley with 9, Pittman has 8. Russell hits it a 164. Hall finishes with 13 kills, Darnell with 7. Brooklyn Sizemore has 6, only 1 ace, 2 service errors for the Red Devils. So Ashland on to the championship. They'll defend their title tomorrow night at 7. Who will they play? We find out in about 25 minutes. Up next, Boyd County and Rowan for a trip into tomorrow night's title game. Winter season over. Katie, it was a fun one. We'll do it again in about 25 minutes.
See you then.
All right, we'll step out for a break. Again, we'll have our second stream. Boyd County and Rowan County in about 25 minutes. Coming at you right after this here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV. This broadcast of the 16th Region Volleyball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.